Hey guys, it's Benedictines the Vegan. One of the most common questions that internationalists get asked is, if you do not have children, who's gonna take care of you when you get old? I always felt like this question was weird. And it also exposes how selfish people are. Like you're just having children so that they will do something for you in the future. So you find yourself in a trap, and in order to make your life easier, you must put more people in that trap. They will also have to have children using the same logic. Who's gonna take care of me when I'm old? I must have children so that I will have people that are gonna take care of me when I'm old. I don't even know why people think that it is important to get old. As if when people become older, they become smarter. Or their experience becomes better. It's not like you become happier or happy when you get old. You start to deal with a lot of problems. You're going to develop a lot of sicknesses. You're going to start forgetting shit. You're going to become weaker. If people didn't ask this question, I don't think I would even think about who will take care of me when I'm older. Like, it's not something that I would think about. So if people didn't ask me this question, I wouldn't even think about it. I wouldn't care, because I don't. Frankly, I do not care. I don't even want to get old. I don't know why people think that it's good to get old. I view life differently. I don't want to view life the way that everyone views life, because I see that they were programmed to view life the way that they view life. It's not like they truly questioned everything and they started to think the same way about life. No. People were programmed to view life the way that they viewed. It's like Hobson said in his Nocturnal Rainbow song, you think you're original? You ain't original. You were programmed to be you. You're a slave and you don't even know it. The shit you think of ain't even your thoughts. Step out of the box for a minute. You are programmed to be you. You don't think for yourself. You don't think original thoughts. There ain't that many people that are able to think original thoughts. Society itself is a cult. We are taught what to think. This is what you must think to be normal in this cult. If you don't think like this, you are not normal. And if you are not normal, you must not be treated the same way that normal people are treated. Isn't that proof that we're in a cult? You can't have original ideas. Otherwise, you're going to be considered crazy. How dare you have original ideas? How dare you think differently? How dare you make us question our beliefs? I genuinely don't think that getting old is a good thing or it's a sign of triumph. Like, oh, you've won. Like, that's a sign of having had a successful life. You become old and you have a family, you have grandchildren. Like, nah, that's not it. You can die at age 40. Having accomplished a lot of things compared to people who have died at age 100. You don't have to live for that long. You know, by the time you're 40, you will have seen a lot. Am I saying becoming old is bad? No, that's not what I'm saying. You know, there's something beautiful about being able to view reality the way that you view it. Being allowed to view reality the way that you view it, I think that is beautiful. If you think that it is beautiful to become old and start forgetting things and become weaker, that's good. I'm not saying that's bad. You know, we all have our own perspectives about life. And I think each and every person should be able to have their own perspective. But I don't think becoming old is a sign of triumph. I don't think it means that you have had a successful life. I don't think your body is just starting to rot. You see, nature doesn't care what we believe. You can tell yourself what you want to tell yourself, but nature doesn't care what you believe. There are a lot of things that we believe that do not correspond with nature, and nature is not gonna give a fuck. Nature is brutal. That's something that people must know. Nature is brutal. Doesn't give a fuck about your emotions, about your enlightenment, about your fake wokeness. Doesn't give a fuck about that. If nature thinks that polygamy is okay, people are going to want to be polygamous, you know? People are going to find themselves wanting to be promiscuous and not even understand why. If nature, okay, let me not say what I was about to say because I don't think many people are conscious enough to understand what I was about to say. And I don't think it's necessary for me to say it. I think I've already made my point, so I'm not gonna say it. But I don't think getting old is a beautiful thing. I do not think that it's a beautiful thing, because once you reach a certain age, you don't start to improve. You become weaker, you become more vulnerable, you become dumb, you know? It's not like you become smarter. Our society believes that people who are older have a lot of wisdom. Nope. 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 It doesn't really work that way. Actually, children are smarter than their parents most of the time, unless, their parents were just anomalies. But normally, children are smarter than their parents. Like, they'll be smarter than the parents even when they're young. What you must understand is that society itself is a cult. When parents are raising children, they are trying to brainwash them without even realizing that they are trying to brainwash them, because they were programmed to brainwash them, right? It's a cult. So they must brainwash their children. So what happens is that they train their children to fit in this society, right? They train their children to fit in this society. They don't realize that by doing that, they're brainwashing them and actually making them dumb. So by the time they're old, they're dumb. People believe that this is the best way to live. No, it isn't. We were born in a corrupt system, and people allow this shit to happen because they're dumb. When we are young, we see that, something is wrong. That's why we don't comply. There's a reason why kids do not listen to their teachers, bro. Let me tell you something. This is something that a lot of people do not know. Listen. If you are teaching your children valuable lessons, they will listen to you without you saying, please listen. Oh, your children do not listen, blah, blah, blah. No, they'll just listen to you. They'll automatically listen to you, because you're teaching them valuable lessons. But if you're teaching your children garbage, they will not pay that much attention. And you're going to say, they don't listen, or they're not smart. No, you're teaching them garbage. You're trying to indoctrinate them into this system that has imprisoned everyone. You understand that that's what you're doing, because you've already been brainwashed. You don't see that you're brainwashed. This isn't the best way to live. In fact, this is the worst way to live, if you really think about it. People are not happy, for real. You remember how we used to feel when we were children, because we were young and free? When we were children, we were free to do a lot of things. We didn't believe a lot of things that we believe now. We didn't hold limiting beliefs, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, this is right, this is wrong, But as we got older, they told us that you can't say this, this is wrong, you can't behave this way, this is wrong. And yes, I will agree that there are some things that we do that are wrong, and we need to be told that these things are wrong. But there are a lot of things that humans want to do that are not wrong, but that they're forced to believe that these things are wrong. And humans who do not think feel like these things are really wrong because they've been brainwashed. And children were free, man. See how children are, that's how human beings should be. But when they start brainwashing us, we start believing that it's wrong to be that way. And we start to live life the way that the people that are really controlling us, the people that are really enjoying this experience, want us to live life, Make us hate what it really means to be human. The changes. So of course, we will be depressed. because we won't be happy because we're not living life the way that we should live life. If you take a dolphin from the sea and put it in an aquarium, it's not gonna be happy. There are a lot of things that it's free to do when it's in the sea that it cannot do in an aquarium. You know what I mean? We're prisoners here, man. This is a matrix. And we are indoctrinating our children. Every day we are making them think that it is okay to live in this matrix. Now back to what I was saying. I don't think that getting old is what people think it is. I think it's just you starting to everything starting about you starting to deteriorate, really. I think this is what's happening. It's not anything beautiful. You become useless. So why would I want to become useless? Why would I want to watch my body rot? I don't want to become old. It will be selfish for me to want to become old and expect someone young to take care of me when I'm old. Nah, that's selfish on so many levels, you know. If I start getting really sick because I'm old, I wouldn't take medication. I'll just allow myself to die a natural death. Without using machines to keep me alive because I'm too afraid to die or I'm too attached to this reality. Reality itself is fucked up. Why would I be too attached to this? You know? It's not like we are happy here, we're truly enjoying our lives here. No, this world is not it, I'm telling you. So I wouldn't just bring someone here just because I'm afraid of how lonely it gets the older I grow. You know? I'm afraid to be lonely. I'm afraid to be alone, so I gotta bring someone else here. The best example of how selfish this is in the movie The Passengers. I've spoken about this movie a lot of times before, but I think it's more like a metaphor for having children when you really think about it, because it's about these people that were in a spaceship going to another planet because we fucked this planet up. And each and every person was inside their own pod, right? There were different pods in the ship, and each and every person was in their own pod. But something happened before they got to their destination. One of the pods opened before they got to their destination, and it was gonna take them maybe 90 years for them to get to their destination. When this other guy's pod opened, he's like, shit, there's no way that I'm gonna make it there. I'm just gonna be lonely in the ship. I'm just going to be lonely in the ship, and I don't want to be lonely, you know? I don't want to be bored. Then he just started checking the information of other passengers and found this lady that he fell in love with right away. Like, shit, this lady is beautiful, man. Imagine if I can wake this bitch up. We're gonna have a lot of fun. They decided to wake her the fuck up. I keep on telling people that love is evil. Love is not what you think it is. It's evil. It's a weakness. Oh, I got flu, guys. I got flu. I keep on telling people that love is evil. Love will make us do things that are selfish. A lot of things that are selfish that we do as humans because of what we call love. And we glorify love. Oh, I did this because I love you. No, you did this because you're selfish. It's just a feeling, man. It's like being horny. It's a feeling. I feel horny and it feels good. Maybe it doesn't really feel good. You feel horny and you wanna have sex, you wanna ejaculate. That's what really feels good. So you have sex and you assume that means that that's good, you know. You don't realize that it's just nature tricking you. You don't realize that nature's just releasing some hormones to make you procreate, and you're like, oh, that's beautiful. Like, no, it's not. I keep on asking people that, shouldn't you be suspicious though? Shouldn't you be? Look, sex is so damn enjoyable. You should be suspicious. Why is sex so fucking enjoyable? Why can't I just enjoy walking? Why can't I feel the same way that I feel when I'm coming when I'm walking? You know what I mean? You guys don't think, man. I keep on telling you, this realm is evil. You know, you're being manipulated in every way possible. You just don't open your eyes. You know what I mean? The right things are much harder to do. That is why the guy that I was telling you about wasn't like really able to stay away from that chick that he loved, you know. He loved her, so he woke her up. Didn't need to wake her up. It wasn't in her best interest to be woken up, you know. She didn't need to be woken up. She needed to reach a destination first, so that she will at least enjoy herself as they destroy the new earth. But that's what she wanted. That's what she signed up for. But the guy didn't care. He didn't care what she wanted. He cared about what he wanted. You see the problem? He woke her up. He didn't want to tell her the truth. But there was this other robot that didn't understand human emotion. He told that robot that it shouldn't tell her the truth, but then, because it doesn't understand human emotion, it told her the truth and she became super angry. But because it's a movie, they try to create a scenario where that it was actually the right thing to do. So the ship hit an asteroid and they had to fix the problem together. So it means that he made the right decision. It's crazy. They wanted him to have made the right decision, so they created a scenario where he did the right thing. And they ended up being happy together. I think they even had children, not really sure. I was cursed by being put in this realm, man. I think I hate stupidity. I want people to think. Let's make the most rational decisions. I can't deal with stupidity. You know what I mean? Fuck emotions, man. Fuck how you feel. Let's focus on what the truth is. That's how you end up doing the right thing. It's hard to do the right thing, trust me. It's hard. It's hard to do. And that should make you realize that something isn't right. Why is it much harder to do the right thing than it is to actually do the wrong thing? It's easy to do the wrong thing. It's easy to be selfish and just think for yourself and get what you want by being selfish. That's easy, man. People like Andrew Tate feel like that's hard. Like, no, it's not. It's just that some people just don't want to take that route. Some people don't want to manipulate other people and get what they want from them and all. There have been many spiritual teachers that could have been like superpower. Look at Sadhguru. I'll give you an example. Sadhguru. That nigga is super powerful. I think he's the biggest spiritual teacher in the world. If that nigga wanted to start a real cult, he would have. I don't know if he's not intending to. But right now, I think he's doing well, you know. He has a lot of power, but I think he's doing well. I've listened to his interviews. He's doing well, you know. I know a lot of woke people will be like, no, it's controlled opposition, blah, blah, blah. Everyone is controlled. Yeah, whatever. Here's the thing, man. What matters is that there's something to learn from him. You know what I mean? Of course, man, we're being controlled in a lot of different ways, but what are we learning from the people that are being used to control us, you know? It's like if you watch professional wrestling, right? You know everything is scripted. Nothing is real. Everything is scripted. Maybe a few things are real. Like when the dead-hearted guy died, you know? But, you know, almost everything is scripted. But there are some wrestlers that, you know, will be saying things that actually make sense. Like Daniel Bryan, for an example. He was vegan, right? I don't know if he was vegan in real life, but what he said made sense. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to be like, oh, just because WWE is fake and everything that happens there is fake, it means that I shouldn't listen to Dan O'Brien. Like, no, he's speaking the truth, but the whole thing is scripted. So yeah, Sadhguru hasn't said a lot of shit that is dumb. For someone that famous and that said a lot of things, it's weird to me that he hasn't said a lot of shit that is dumb. Like, my guy is intelligent, man. I'm telling you. And he keeps on evolving, you know. He doesn't stay at the same level of consciousness. That's another thing that I liked about him. He did say that having children, the best thing that we can do for these children is to not have them. He did say something like that in one of his interviews. I'm telling you, he did. He knows that something's wrong, you know. His stance on suicide is right. No, not suicide, assisted suicide. He spoke about snakes. I don't know how true this is. He said when a snake sees that it's tired, it's old, it will just go to a place far away where it will be safe and then stop eating until it dies. He said a lot of things in the and he said a lot of things on the Joe Rogan podcast. Joe Rogan was trying his best to make the dude look stupid, but he was very patient. You know how Joe Rogan is, man. Sometimes he can be a jerk, you know. And making it known that he didn't invite Sadhguru. Now your people reach out to me, so I want to know why your people reach out to me. No, you don't do that, Joe. In fact, you should have invited him because he was big enough, you know. I'm a fan of Joe. I'm a fan of Joe, but you can see when someone is just being a jerk, you know. He does say a lot of wrong shit, by the way. He's intelligent, but I don't know. He's not evolving. Here's the thing. Because you gotta evolve. You don't stay at the same level of consciousness. Trust me, that's fucked up on so many levels. You can't stay at the same level of consciousness. You must be able to watch videos that are made 2 years ago and be like, damn, yeah, he's evolving. There are some things that he didn't really understand, but now he understands these things. He didn't stay at the same level of consciousness. I remember telling my ex-girlfriend this. I was with my ex-girlfriend, I think it was in 2015 or 16. I was telling her that I will never accept a gay son. I was telling her that there's no way I'll accept a gay son. Well, I will never have children, so that's beautiful. But here's the thing. Now, I understand. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. I do understand why. I mean, I don't really understand why some people are gay, but I understand. Like, I get it. I get how they are being treated and how wrong it is to for them, like, to treat them the way that they're being treated. You know what I mean? I get it. You know. Everyone deserves to be accepted, man. At the end of the day, we can't bring people into this world and hate them for being who they are. What the fuck were we doing? That shows how selfish we are. You know what I mean? Like, you can't bring someone into this realm, and if they are not the way that you want them to be, you hate them and torture them and force them to be how you want them to be. No, that's not love. I mean, that is love. Chemical reaction in your brain. Yeah, that's what it is. It's what you call love. But it isn't really that. Something fucked up. But I've evolved a lot. There are many people that were my friends back then, and that I do not get to see all the time. When I get to talk to them, I realize that these motherfuckers have not grown at all. You know, you meet a person that you were friends with a long time back, and you thinking, well, now they gotta be smarter, you know. And you have a conversation with them and be like, motherfucker, you haven't grown. Like, what the fuck is going on? And they realize that there's something about you that's different. You know, I've had friends that will try to mock me now, you know what I mean? Because back then, you know, we used to mock each other, doing a lot of crazy shit. But they see that, but this nigga, man, like, you know, he's not the same person he was, because he's evolving. We weren't born perfect. I was a piece of shit. I was smart, but I was a piece of shit. I didn't have wisdom. You must be able to gain wisdom as you grow older. You must be able to gain wisdom. You must be able to see what is more true. See, there are a lot of things that you won't understand at first. You see, in this cult, because it's a cult, we are being lied to a lot. You see, so when you're young, because they brainwash you, you don't get to see things as they are. But as you grow older, if you are doing the right kind of work, you will start to see what is the truth. You know what I mean? If you're doing the right kind of work on yourself, if you're pursuing the right things in life, you will get to see what the truth is. The truth is actually the same, you know? It's not like if we do enough work trying to figure out what the truth is, we're going to find different truth. You know what I mean? People think it's just about perspective. It's not just about perspective. It's about whether you've done the right kind of work to find out what the truth is. If you do the right kind of work, you'll see that everyone is going to reach the same conclusion about what's going on. There's a reason why I'm no longer selfish. I mean, I'm still selfish in some ways, but I'm not as selfish as I used to be. That is why I'm like, no children. This has nothing to do with being afraid of responsibilities, you know, being afraid of to take care of someone. This has everything to do with realizing what we put people through. Yeah. This has everything to do with realizing that it's not worth it to bring someone into this world and put them through a... Remember, it's a cult. I keep on telling you, it's a cult. It's not like these children are just gonna grow up and just be themselves and, you know what I mean, and just enjoy. No, you want them to be how you want them to be. You see, everyone is, we're being controlled. All of us are being controlled. Even if you're woke, you're being controlled. There are a lot of things that, there are a lot of rules that we're supposed to follow that make no fucking sense. You understand? They do not benefit us. Like, following these rules do not benefit us. You know? It's only the people that are at the top that are benefiting. The fucking billionaires, bruh. The trillionaires, the whatever yoners. These are the motherfuckers that are benefiting. Your broke ass ain't benefiting. You ain't shit, man. You have no control. It ought to be you're suffering, you know? You're so brainwashed that you don't even see when you're suffering. I remember there's this guy in Game of Thrones that was being tortured by this other guy. It's just that I watched Game of Thrones a long time back. But this guy tortured him so much that he even reached a point where he didn't even see that he was suffering. Like, he brainwashed him so much that he couldn't even see that he was suffering. It's crazy. So that's what's happening. We've been brainwashed so much that we do not even see that we're suffering. We don't even see that we're not having the full human experience. You know what I mean? We're not even living for ourselves. We're living for other people who don't give a shit about us. I know that I don't have power here. I ain't shit here, man. I can't just bring someone here, man, and expect that child to go to school, study fucking hard, read. Yeah, fuck that, man. You know how hard it is to study? Nonsense. Just because you want to survive? What the fuck? Like, you guys, like, it's so funny, man. You guys don't think, like, think about this. Like, you know, every time when I see grade 12 learners studying, going, attending Saturday classes, not having time for themselves, you know, losing the best years of their lives, getting indoctrinated. You guys, man, like, I'm disappointed in humanity, man. People do not think, like, they don't see that that is wrong. And when we tell them, they act like we're the bad guys, you know. Like, no, I'm telling you the truth, man. What's good about that? What's good about people getting indoctrinated? That's why I'm saying being here is a fucking curse, because you're put here with stupid motherfuckers that do not think for themselves, and they expect you to be like them because they're in a fucking cult. You know what I'm saying? It's a cult, so in a cult you must be like other members of the cult. If you're gonna be different, you're gonna get tortured, and that's the problem. Can you imagine being in a cult with people who do not think, and they want you to not think? See, in a world full of stupid people, thinking is a sin. In a world full of blind people, seeing is a sin. Seeing is witchcraft. You know what I mean? If you're conscious in a world full of unconscious people, being conscious is witchcraft. You don't get that? So why would I bring my child into a realm like this? I would be insane to do that. Like, that's true insanity. I would be insane. If you ever hear that I did some stupid shit like that, and I'm justifying it, just know that I became insane. or I'm no longer myself. They cloned me or something. Because I know that what I'm telling you is the truth. This is not the kind of truth anyone can debate. You can bring there are people that are very good at debating. You can bring them. They're never winning, bro, against me. Like, it's not possible. I'm telling you, it's not. Bro. So when you're speaking the truth, you don't even need to prepare yourself. Like, if I was supposed to go and debate with some people, I wouldn't even need to prepare myself. I would just drink the whole night and not even sleep and go and debate with these motherfuckers. It's not losing. There's a reason why antinatalism is not being picked up by the mainstream media. It's only people that can think for themselves that are discovering antinatalism right now. People that genuinely care about the truth. You see, the mainstream media is not picking it up, because if it does, it's gonna start to the NPCs is gonna start to see that, yeah, but this makes sense. You know what I mean? This low key makes sense, because it does make sense. See, that is the truth. The truth is that antinatalism makes sense. Antinatalism is the final truth. Humanity needed to realize that something is really wrong. It's either we try to solve the problems for real that we have in this world, or we just stop making more humans that are gonna come and cause these problems that are unnecessary. If we can't fix the problems that we have, why create people that are gonna cause these problems, and we pretend as if we're fixing these problems? Because that's the game of life now. People are just pretending to fix these problems that we have, but no one really gets to win in the end. Things end up being the same. It's like this is the default state of life. You can't change it. Everything about this realm is wrong, and you can't make it right. Its foundation is wrong. The way nature works is wrong, you see? That's why you can't make this shit right. So now, I wouldn't really mind getting old without people that can take care of me, but I don't know. I don't want to get old. I don't think that's beautiful. Besides, I have a lot of I have too much pride, bro. I wouldn't want someone wiping my ass. I don't want this shit. Like, I got too much pride. I love helping myself. I don't ask people for help. Like, in general, I don't ask people for help. Even when I need help, I rarely ask people for it, unless I'm like really that desperate. But I got too much pride. I wouldn't want someone wiping my ass, taking care of me when I'm lying in my bed helpless. Nah, man, that shit ain't right. So no, I wouldn't want to get old. And now I'm strong. I'm still strong. I'm in my prime right now, man. When you hit your 30s as a man, you're in your prime. I'm in my prime right now. So yeah, I'm good, but I wouldn't want to, start getting sick and all that and trying to justify being here. Nah, man, this world is sick anyway. It's not like humanity is doing well. It isn't, man. Thank you, guys.